asked them why, and they replied, we don't want no trouble, no. We don't want no trouble, no day. Cause lady, where you come from, people die there every day. And for our safety, that's where you should stay.
Thank you very much for your time, Ethan.
Man, MC Chinaman this man. I tell the people, man, say, watch a program here, you know. Yeah, man, Damian Phillips, every night, live. Check.
Hey, tell us about your kind of songs. What's your objective?
Just to enlighten the people's mind, you know, and to remind them of where we've been and where we are and where we need to go. You know, there's somebody always has to be there with something positive. There's a lot of negativity on the radio right now, all around the world, and TV. So I wanted to be the positive, one of the positive things that people can watch and listen to. Try to get a job today, but when I'm still an application, them say, if this is where you really reside, please step outside. She asked them why, and they replied, we don't want no trouble, no. We don't want no trouble, no day. Cause lady, where you come from, people die there every day. And for our safety, that's where you should stay.
Thank you very much for your time, Ethan.
Man, MC Chinaman this man. I tell the people, man, say, watch a program here, you know. Yeah, man, Damian Phillips, every night, live. Check.
Lifestyle, rated M for mature. Hosted by Damian Phillips. It's informative, provocative, and unconventional. Hosted by Damian Phillips. Lifestyle.
Let's have some church up in here. Ride out your storm. I've been through the storm. It seems like forever. Can I have a witness? A lot of confusion. I've been so long. My ship has lost anchor.
Take your time.
And the storm's got me drifting. But my night is almost over. Hey, and I can ride out my storm. You can ride out your storm. Ride out your storm. Because God is there with you. Oh, no, you may not feel it. You're not alone. You're hurting now. But your morning is coming. Morning is coming. Hold on to Jesus. Oh, yes. And ride out your storm. Just remember the promise that I'll never leave you. Though the waters are raging, they can do you no harm. Don't give up the battle, for your answer is coming. For your night is almost over, and you can ride out your storm. Ride out your storm. Ride out your storm. God is there with you. God is there. Oh, you may not feel Jesus, oh yeah, and write out your story. Yeah, 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 yeah. You may be wondering, what a young girl like me know about storm? But I had some rough times. I've been through some tough times. When all I had to do was get on my knees and call upon the name of Jesus. I remember when my sister died, leaving 6 kids for me to take care of. And I said, Lord, how can I ride on my storm? But Jesus never failed. He was there in the midst of my storm. And he can do the same for you. Ride out your storm. Ride out your storm. God is there with you. God is there. You may not feel, but you're not alone. No, no. You're hurting now. You're hurting now. But your morning is coming. Oh, thank you, Jesus. You can hold on to Jesus. Oh, yes. Hold on to Jesus. Oh, yes. You can hold on to Jesus. Oh, yes. And write out your story. Let's have some church up in here. Write out your storm. I've been through the storm.
Good evening. Hey, Caron. Hello.
I'm hearing you.
All right. So, good evening again. Welcome to Lifestyle.
You hearing me, Damien?
Yes, I'm hearing you. Are you hearing me?
Oh, yes, I'm hearing you now.
So I wanted to use video, but the last time I tried this, the person told me that if the other person is not using Chrome, it won't allow. So I don't think.
No, I'm on my phone. So
Yeah, so maybe that is where the
I
problem
have
is.
Chrome. So if you want me to switch over to the computer, I can switch over to the computer because I have Chrome.
All right, so do that and let me know and then me call you back. Because when I
Want
try
me
to
to
accept
switch
your
over to
video,
the
it doesn't
computer?
work. Yeah. So I'll just play the song again, and then you just send me a message, and then I'll call you back.
Not hearing you.
Why
All
not?
right, I'm hearing you now.
Right, so I'm saying switch over to the computer and then send me a message and then I'll call you back. As when you send video, it's not allowing me to accept it.
All right, let me call you from Chrome on video then. Okay.
Alright, cool.
You're listening to DP.
Let's have some church up in here. Write out your storm. I've been through the storm. It seems
So no, we're not having church tonight. Let me make sure I declare that. We're not having church. And it is not DP live. It is still lifestyle. But as you know, when them say when trouble take you, pitney shot fit you or something to that effect. I don't remember the saying. So now is a time when almost the entire world is calling on divine intervention. Let me say good evening and thanks for joining me. I see RJ put Prince in place and make him know say yo brethren. I lend millennial last night, you know. I lend millennial last night, you know, brother. And I better feel set. Good night, GT. You left way out on YouTube. Write out your storm. Good night, Destiny. She said good night, everyone. Audrey said good night. Great DP. Audrey. So, if you're just joining us, let me say welcome to Lifestyle. And I got some remedy, some home remedy. And let's see how the coughing thing fare out. But somebody send me something for take and it do something I never did expect it to do. I have something else to do after the show is finished. So let's see what happened. Let's see how that work out. But what we're looking at this evening is coping with COVID. Coping with COVID-19 and after. Because, you know, some people think that, okay, this is the end of the world. Like, yes, is it? It's now the world we got dead. No. Based on what the reports are saying, more people have recovered than those who actually demised. So I don't want nobody panic. One of my brethren used to be my former co-worker. Well, he's my former co-worker on radio in Jamaica. Post the other day and I say, me rate this. Dr. Iman Black. Let me make sure give him his credit because I was bashed this evening because I tried to share somebody's who is on my friend list page something that she posts which affect me, which is the coughing thing, and I was bashed, you know, put me in my place, make me know say it's plagiarism and yada 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 and all of them something there. So I don't know. So yeah. So Caron, it's not allowing me to accept. It's not allowing me to accept. I'm seeing this foolishness telling me about you need to allow your microphone to call. So I don't know why it's bugging, but let's just do it with the audio because yeah, what I want people to see, but maybe it's on my end. So make me figure that out. And the next time you're my guest, I'll do one mind just say the last time I had to reboot my computer and all of that, and I can't do that right now to get it to work. So let's just work with the audio, which I don't think it's going to give me no bad mileage, and get the show up and running because this thing look like you want to try flop man in the evening. Caron, hello.
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Ah, good. So I just have to. I'm just gonna screenshot your photo because it's not allowing me. I'm getting a message on my end saying that I should allow my microphone, which my microphone is allowed. So I don't know what Facebook I try to pull off.
Well, I had to go into settings a while ago because I realized that on my Mac it had turned off camera and microphone for home. So it's not automatic as the others. So you have to actually click on where it says turn on the microphone and go into settings and actually put it on.
All right, so I click settings right here so a while ago.
So go into privacy, security and privacy. And you
microphone
see
and everything is in there. My microphone is in there because I'm using a mixer, which is a USB thing. I'm seeing that everything I go through, so I don't know. Is the
Chrome highlighted as being to accept it?
Yeah, man. As me say, everything click on this. The only other thing I can think about is maybe because I'm using the same audio and video to go live on Facebook. So maybe that's why it's actually blocking me. But I used this the other night and it worked. So I think what I did the other night, which has me say me can't, but I go through all of that right now, is to start the call first and then start the live. So I'm going to experiment with that the next time and see if that is my problem. But I am going to put up your I'm going to do a screen thingy and put up your picture, your nice beautiful picture. Anyways, so those who know you will know who I'm talking to and have an idea. So anyway, welcome to Lifestyle for the very first time. I may tell you if I'm not gonna be the last.
Thanks for having me.
Good. So I met me tell my guest them. So she was supposed to be my guest a couple of weeks ago, but then she get the flu and then send it through messenger to me. Because it's after she get the flu, then me get the flu. So
thank God it's then I got the flu and not now.
You can imagine how you would have fret if I did know.
Lord Jesus.
I mean, I tell you, I have this coughing thing.
Yeah.
And even last night when my friend about me on the show and I say, yo, DP. And every time I go live or me just post something there, I'm on a phone call, people, yo, my youth, mine, you know, that no sound right, you know, you need to go get checked out. So I even said to somebody since evening that, you know that passing gas now is acceptable. You can do that and get away with it and nobody no look on you no way. But once you sneeze or cough, everybody is looking at you like, all right, you have the virus.
Trust me.
You have it. You have it.
I read a post today where somebody said that they were eating a peanut and started choking, and they had to suppress the cough for half an hour until they get off the bus.
So you know, hear about the one I saw a star, which I don't know how credible it is, knowing that you know the big lady at the old lady at North Street having some credibility issues, but I not even know if we can talk about that. But but I saw it in the Star last week that this man was beaten, pulled out from a bus and beaten because he sneezed in the bus.
Yes.
I mean, I say, no man, that pass ignorance. I don't know what it is, but it pass ignorance. Pass.
Man.
So, as I was telling my viewers earlier, we'll be talking about, you know, coping with and even after COVID. So let's start there. Is it just me, or you're picking up that some people acting as if this is the end of the world, so nothing gonna happen after this?
I guess we have never been faced with something like that, and because we have never been faced with that, the natural response is to either fight or flight. So when we are uncertain of things, we first panic, and then some of us will be calm in the midst of it. But then the natural response is fear and panic. And you and I know that even though I don't blame the media for how they are portraying or reporting these things, because I think it is needed, it is also driving a lot of fear in people.
Yes.
And so, yeah, it's a natural response. But one of the things, okay, so we have been dealing with this now for 3 months, because it started in January in
Wuhan, yeah, China.
But somehow we just thought that it was going to stay in China. People thought that it was going to stay in China, and so the West didn't prepare for COVID-19.
Right.
Refused to call it Corona.
And I know why.
It's almost my namesake.
Yes.
But we didn't prepare, and then you have so much noise. I call it noise out there that a lot of people don't know what to believe.
True.
So you're hearing one thing, and then you're seeing another thing, and everybody have an opinion. And as you know, social media is now open to everybody.
Yes, all of my foolishness, because all me can talk my foolishness them, so I'm kind of glad for that.
Well, so credible source is not something that a lot of people seek out. So you jump up and you see something on Facebook, then you just post it without even checking it out. As you know, the other day I forwarded something that I saw on Facebook, and everybody jumped on my throat concerning it. But that's another story. But the natural response is that fear is going to take over.
Yes.
A lot of people are saying why we overreacting concerning this. One of the reasons why we have to take it serious is because this thing jumped across borders. Unlike the other viruses that has been out there for many years, it never jumped across borders like this. And as such, people naturally will be fearful concerning it. But we have to now take a step back and look at, all right, how do we cope? Because we have to cope. It is not the end of the world. It is not the first time you have an epidemic or a pandemic that has rocked the world. Maybe not in our time, but you have had pandemic over the years.
I hear 1918 is the last one, the Spanish flu.
Yes, 1918. So they're saying it's like every 100 years, a virus hit us. But it's not the end of the world. And what we have to look at, there's always pros and cons in all of this. And I think we can take a lot of pros out of this.
Before you continue, Caron, something that jumped out, and I had to make mention of it. When I see even Ray and Nephew now, giving away sanitizer made from the product or the whatever from it and thing. And all these other company, me see this other one, me not call no other name and give them the free ad, although they're doing a good thing now. But me see loads of truckloads of stuff to just give away, and I'm like, so will we continue caring like this after? But I'm moved. Me not tell a lie. I'm moved to all of the love, and I call it love. People, food. I see even you, which that's our next controversy. But even you started long before Opal went viral. You have been calling out to say, I remember the Sunday, but now I forgot the Sunday you post and say, anybody have anything? Can make a care package because you know somebody that is willing to drive go Bull Bay and all of that. So even you on your own little circle, you're not a politician. I know you have your businesses and all of that, but you know your own things and make me help. Like, I love that. I love that.
You see, the thing is, as a country, we have to pull together now. Because the funny thing about all of this is that if we don't take care of the other person, we're going to suffer in the long run. True. As they post, if you buy out all of the hand sanitizer and the toilet tissue and everybody, when the other person get it, you don't think you're going to
get it too. Yep.
So if we stay in the box of I'm just taking care of me, we are going to get it too.
Yes.
But if we lend a helping hand, we can help stop it and help prevent it.
Yeah. Because although there are a lot of conspiracy theorists saying all kind of something, right now I was in a big thread with somebody the other day because they have one set of people saying this is man-made. And you have another set of people saying no, this is God punishing. And I didn't even know that not isolation, what's the other one? Quarantine is in the Bible. Somebody dig up the Bible thing and share it and say, oh, God warned the people and say, go locked in your house and whatever, because where am I going to let out and all of these things. But something that I think is real is that how we can prevent it. So, the hygiene, washing of the hands, and this thing, it bothered me so much, which me have one friend who tell me, so me not talk about my work thing, which me not call them names, so me not think that should be used against me. But it become more apparent now that are obvious as a man. But go in at the bathroom and in the stall and whatever, and just see my co-worker them use the urinal and step out. And I'm like, what? Even if this wasn't, because it always annoy me, for start off with. If me see a man or woman, me not care. Go in a one bathroom, in a business for your phone, you got answer. Once me hear the toilet flush, me want to hear the pipe run. It's like a natural thing. That more hear it. Once me hear and go down more hear psh, if you know say you do your thing. You understand?
Yeah, but so you grew up with parents who say, listen, go wash your hand.
Yeah.
Go use the bathroom, go wash your hand.
Right.
Something instill in us.
Yeah. But me I say no, me notice it and it's I mean I say, well, and everybody know. By now I think everybody knows about this thing and even the spread of it. I mean I say, so it just, so something more we know. Wash your hand, sanitize your hand if you don't have soap and water at the time, and prevent yourself from touching your face, which is very hard. Me know I gotta touch myself maybe 500 times before the night done. But there are things that we can do to minimize it or limit it somewhat. So, as you say, it's everybody's business. It's not just she I go catch it and me I go catch it thing.
Yeah, it's everybody's business. But let's go back to the topic of God made or man made. All right. So, if you want to take it from a biblical perspective, if it is sent by God, it is punishment for sin. True? If it's made by man, God has allowed it.
True, that too.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, sin has to be punished.
Yeah.
Whether by man or by God. And we do things that violates the law of God. And we know that sin is going to be punished.
Yes.
And so if we make it, if man has made it, we have violated other men because we have done something to kill men.
Yes.
So that is sinful too. If it is sin is going to collect from us the sin that we have committed. Because at the end of the day, look at it, Damien. Look at how the earth is purging itself. So it's not even should be a debate if God sent it or man sent it. It is here. And any way it happens, God allowed it.
True.
To happen.
True.
So that's not even supposed to be a debate.
Yeah, you understand. Which the other part. Something else which we're not gonna discuss is the politics that people flinging into it. You can't say something about it, but we're not discuss the politics because I don't know politics on this show. But what?
Oh, I can understand. Listen, it is not a political ploy. You're playing with people's life. This is not something for Miley. If you as a politician do what is right, people will see it.
Yes.
You don't have to beg for vote.
True.
People will start seeing the work that you are doing. Because it's the people that's going to vote for you. And if you are serving the people will vote for you.
Exactly. And although I want to talk politics, but I could not predict that PNP would have lost 2016. I was a news media personnel, as you know. I used to work for TVJ. I couldn't predict it. And I said to people, no, the voting dynamics has shifted, from 07, where JLP win, and then PAP win, and then JLP win. So you have some people now feeling comfortable to say, oh no, them are going to stay in a power or whatever. No, we can't, as you say, is your work. Right now, I think people, Jamaicans especially, are judging the politicians based on the work that they're doing. May I agree with you? 100%.
Let me tell you what I noticed in the last election. People were tired. And you had a lot of Jamaicans that didn't vote. Because they're tired.
Yeah.
So anywhere it swing.
Yeah.
But the fact is, you do have more PNP base than JLP base. But PNP tired. And the foolishness, because at the end of the day, for 17 years, they were in power and people that suffer still.
Yeah.
So why not give the other party a chance and see how they do it?
Anyway, Caron, stop it right there, sir. Now going further. I found it.
Everybody jump on me and say me a PNP, not true?
What you say?
Everybody jump on me and say me a PNP.
Yeah, on your post, like everything you put up, like I see, but that's that. As I say, I try to keep this show balanced because I know two things. Well, actually three, but one of them that me really talk about, which is sex. So sex, religion, and politics normally cause even family have feud because of the main thing there, the politics and the religion. So, I tried to do the show from 06 when I started. I try to stay away from the politics thing. But we have to make mention. So this is the verse that the person posts. And let me admit, I did not do my fact check, which catch me the other day. Somebody posts, which I always look up to and post our stuff, about the US Embassy, not US Embassy, USCIS. And if you're in America and you're on visiting visa and you can get extension, and somebody sent it to me, and I love this. Some people think they can't talk to me, it's just that I'm very argumentative. So if you're going to say right to me, I'm going to say something back, argue your point, which some people have a problem with. But somebody sent it to me and say, where you got that information? So I say, I saw it on somebody's page. And the person, so I send it to them, say, no man, where you get it. So I send it to them, and the person point out all of the typo, and even go as far, and when I looked at it, because this was like Monday morning, I'm going to say yes, it's true. You know that if a language is your second language, you talk it differently or even word it differently from your first language. So like even in Spanish now, them kind of talk back ways. Them put some word, right. So when the person point out, I say, yes, it's true. It's like them would have say virus of corona, which English speaking would say coronavirus. Something to that effect. And when I check it myself, I say, no, I'm going to have to be careful. Where should I go on Sunday?
Yeah.
Me I say no, I don't, even if you post something corona and me see the link, I go vert. So let me admit it.
No, you have to verify it.
I did not. And the next thing, as you mentioned, that you have some, even via WhatsApp, you have some people who hear get something and they think they're warning, putting people upon them P's and Q's and spreading rumor and false news because it sounds so convincing. Some of them will say, oh, my brother and my sister, and it sounds so religious.
Listen, you had gotten the voice note that says to mix. The person work.
No, I first one that me get. The man said 30 odd years in my work and him is this and that, and do him never give no name nor nothing.
Yeah.
And when me hear mix them something there, no, me I don't know smart, brilliant, educated nothing, but you're gonna mix vinegar and da.
No. I said to my husband, my mommy forwarded it to me and I said, listen, let me go look this up first. Because mixing chemical is not a plaything.
Exactly.
And the first thing you see when you Google it, do not mix vinegar with peroxide.
All right. But me I say, why anyway, so this is the verse, and if somebody want to check them Bible, they can. I haven't verified, but it's Isaiah 26, 20 to 21, and it says, come my people, go home and shut yourself in. Go into seclusion for a while until the
Yeah.
punishment wrath is past, because God is sure to come from his place to punish the wrong of the people on earth. Earth itself will point out the blood stains. It will show where the murderer have been hiding away. So that is when I see somebody post and say this coronavirus thing is God doing his thing.
Punishment. So Ebola is God punishment. All of the virus them in the world are God punishment.
You know why I don't believe that though, because I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but the other day when the ship did I come at Jamaica, like me did just have one thing, so me not really trust it. And I heard an interview and I did some research, and like I said, I'm not sure if you're aware of it, but you know about the syphilis experiment that America went to Guatemala and actually injected syphilis into prostitutes and some other people. I don't know if you know. I'm going to send you the link, because up to the other day I posted it on my page. So it's not everything that break out, I'm going to say, is God do it. Make believe what you saw a while ago. Even if God not do something, you allow it, which some people not understand the part. There were the difference with allowing and causing. But today I was at work, and the reason why that I pull up a while ago, may end up going to something else. The reason why I invited you to be my guest this evening is based on a post that you made, or a comment rather, under a post I made on Saturday. And what triggered that? So I went to work last night. Before leaving work, I was told that our company will be putting out a video to say, the way forward, all of these things. I'm not at liberty to even mention the content. They make sure they don't share and all of that. But so that was last night. So this morning I went in and I was asked by a superior if I saw the video, and I said no, not yet, and all of that. I went one department, saw somebody, and she said to me, I'm about to have a panic attack. And I said, why? No. And she said in her department, like, they walk over talking to a set of people, and the staff just start walking away, taking up them bag. And then shortly after that, I end up going over to the department and saw the female with tears in her eyes saying bye. And I said, what? She said, I'm leaving. I don't have a job. Wow. I'm going to be honest with you, because I have been posting and commenting about this. I did not felt this thing real like this morning experience I have. When one co-worker look at me and say, I'm leaving. I don't have a job. And I saw some of my superior, I even had to say to one of them, I'm open my take offense. I say, you're okay? And he's a big heavy side. And I pointed out to him, big man, maybe double my age. And he said that side was a bit heavy. And him say, yes, it was. So there are people right now in panic. And let me admit it. Because me no want to go and say me, I don't know, superhuman or whatever. So I was thinking to myself, because I'm early. So you know it, I go early people, I'm going to get rid of first.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, well, maybe it's mine. But during the course of the day, something came to me. I mean, I like say God say whatever. But a voice came to me and say, maybe this is a new beginning for some people. And if it's a new beginning for you, accept it. So I was comforted to the fact to know that even in America, and let me comment, for the very first time, Jamaicans can file for unemployment. I heard it in the presentation this evening. I don't know if you heard it from Dr. Clark.
Yes. So,
but in America, you get fired or whatever, you can file for unemployment, and you get paid. So I'm like, so if my company tell me that, okay, couple weeks or whatever, that I have to go, why should I just throw up my hand? Yes, I have my 12-year-old son. Yes, I'm married. I'm household to take care of. But how we get that to people to say, try, yes, you're going to feel uncomfortable because it's a natural emotion. But think beyond the emotion, the exact situation that you're in right now.
Well, the thing about it, a lot of people don't have that support system that encourages them to step out and stand on their own 2 feet. They're used to having a 9-to-5 job.
Security.
And the corporate, that's security. They're used to that security. It's not like with Jamaica and Jamaicans where we have to learn to hustle. A lot of Jamaicans have to hustle.
Sorry to bring this up, but you remember 2013 I did your dad's funeral video?
The what?
The funeral for your dad. The video?
Yeah.
So that ties into what you're saying, that me, I work from year 14. So
Yeah.
I was never ever, I think the first time I got a job employed was 2003 when I went to teach. Before all of that, me I fend for myself. So maybe you're right. Maybe that is why I view it different from most people who go to college, go to university, come out with them papers and just get a job. So them have a secure job every month, them get them paid.
Yeah, because listen to me, Davian, you're told from your little, go to school.
Yep.
Get a good education so you can get a job and be secure.
True.
That's what you're taught.
Yep.
That's what is taught in the first world country. You're not encouraged to go and start something for yourself. Not when you just leave college. You have to get the experience. You have to go to. You have to be hired. No, after you've been cultured that way, and then you lose the job. What do?
Yeah.
Nobody taught you that. Listen, you know that my father was an entrepreneur.
Of course.
And as such, I grew up in a family of entrepreneurs. I must have worked 2 times for somebody in my lifetime. And the last job I had was 2010. And I stayed a year and a half in the job. And when them start stressing me, they say, you know what?
I don't have to do with this.
That's it. I can't take nobody to stress me. And I left it and I started my company.
Yeah.
But I had that in the back of my head. I was never going to work for somebody for the rest of my life. I was going to start a business because this is how I've been cultured.
Yes.
And I can speak from experience because my husband wasn't cultured like that. So when I met my husband and I said to him at one point, what kind of business you want us to start? He was like, I don't want to own a business. And my mind couldn't fathom that.
Yeah.
So when you're cultured in a way where your education is what is going to break the glass ceiling for you, and you spend those hours working to get that education that is the key to unlocking the goal of the world, and then you lose that job. To say that I'm on welfare and I have to file for unemployment, you have to deal with the shame of doing that.
Yeah.
You have to deal with the fact that everything that you have thought is now crumbling. You have to recondition your mind. So you're going to go through a series of depression.
Yes.
So I believe that this is a new season. I believe that if we look at this coronavirus and what is pushing where it's pushing the country, it's pushing the country into self-sufficiency.
True.
And if you look at it from that perspective, you can see where a lot of opportunities can come. But the fact is, a lot of the people are cultured to work.
Yes.
And if you don't have a work, what do you do? Who have told you that you have gifts and talents inside of you that you can use to formulate something and try something new? Who told you that? Nobody. A lot of people are not told that.
True.
So they're going to feel depressed. They're going to feel dejected. And then how the world is painting it in 3 months, Damien. In 3 months, the world economy has bent its knees, meaning that it's almost at a standstill.
Yeah.
3 months, one virus, 3 months. And the world is, the stock market went down, jobs are closing, borders closing, company that has been open for years, the airline flying ghost plane, the tourism industry in Jamaica has closed.
Every day I hear another hotel closed down.
Listen, the whole tourism industry closed down in Jamaica.
Yeah.
So, but I think that Jamaicans, and I say Jamaicans because my experience is, even though I travel, is that we have been taught from an early age to take your hand, make fashion.
Turn your hand and make fashion. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But when you're in a first world country where everything has been handed to you, and you have been taught that this is how the world is, this is how you survive in the world, this is how you succeed in the world, and then that carpet is pulled from under your feet.
Yeah.
You
Flat
are
on your
going
back.
to be depressed.
True. And you have to keep up with the Joneses too. That's another thing,
Because that's what America sells.
Yes.
Luxury.
Yes. That's so true. That is so true.
So you put yourself in all these debt. and when things were good for you, you didn't invest in the right things. You bought your car, you
Or
bought
save.
food, you bought all of these stuff, but you never buy a house.
Yeah.
You bought a 2020 Benz,
Mm-hmm.
but you still have your rent.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Instead of you take out a mortgage, you go pay your rent.
Which I don't understand that part, because there are people, because we know we have the bureaucracy, but there are people who have, especially in America, have credits where they can buy a house, but them like, no, I don't want the responsibility. I just live in an apartment, and when the water, whatever, me just call the the office and they deal with it. And so they're driving the flashy car, like I said, but no, if them lose them job and can't pay the $1,200 rent as opposed to $600 mortgage, then it a go lick them for real.
Yeah,
I go lick them.
but then also, you know, one of the deficits that we have over this side of the world,
Mm-hmm.
we have never taught this generation about legacy, leaving a legacy.
True.
We have taught this generation to live for the now.
And work for your boss, as you started
Yeah.
out by saying.
Yeah, we have taught the generation to live for now,
Mm-hmm.
to satisfy self now.
Yes.
So you don't need to buy a house because I don't need a legacy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to leave anything for anybody.
For anybody.
I need to enjoy myself.
True.
I need to buy what I want to buy, live how I want to live, and you don't think about your goal probably is a 5-year goal.
Mm-hmm. And that is so true, because from time to time I talk to young people, both here in America and even before I migrated, and I was baffled when I hear, especially females, maybe late teens, early 27, me not want to pitney. I'm always to myself, it's a selfish person talk like that. One human being. Not that it's not your choice, because I believe in choices. You make whatever choice you want. But me hear flat out, this is not a case where, because they have people who do that, they have medical issue and they're aware of it. So to create that buffer, they say, oh, I don't want no kids, I just don't want them. With that different. Me I talk about one young girl, 19, 20, say, oh, me not want to pick me, I'm like, that's spell selfish right there. So them now want work, create no wealth, so they can pass it on to anybody or do. So you're so right about that.
No, because it's what is being taught. To have a kid now is not cool.
Yeah.
You don't need to continue your lineage. Your name not have no value.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to say, that my name is Fisher.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
My name, as far as I'm concerned, in this generation, to be a Fisher, your name not have no value. You know that them always say good name better than pocket money.
True.
Nobody teach this generation that. I was having a meeting because one of my sons got himself in trouble. They found him at school with marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
And so the first thing everybody say, you need to cut off all of the friends that because them lead him astray. I said, listen, after we pick me and lead them astray.
Can you know that your child is not a follower, is a leader?
He's a leader. So I said, I pick me and lead them astray. So let me have a counseling meeting with all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing I asked...
But hold on, Carol, me have to stop you before you go there. So can me see you post it, and I thought, because it's one of your live that you did. I said, no, me can't recall one parent accepting and said something them, or you are say, how you do that? Because that is unlike society norm now, to accept that your child did something wrong? Or
no, because listen, you have to understand that people look on and say, my child would not do this, and my child
exactly.
Like I tell,
and blame the other pick them and most them cause, as you say.
Yeah. And you have to. How do I correct him if I don't? As I do not point out his wrongs.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, who am I gonna come disrespect if me not do it?
True. Who get have to pay lawyers?
I mean, my mommy told me that my grandfather said, and you see, all of this is about teaching me.
True.
My grandfather said, if me not beat you now, and I really don't believe in that kind of beating, police are gonna beat you. If me not correct you now, police are gonna put you in a jail and correct you. So might as well me correct you now.
Yep.
So yeah, I have to be the one, and you have to know your child. You can't just think say your child.
That is what I was going to say. I think you have, because I said this the other day and I got some pushback. Me say nobody can tell me nothing as bad as things may be in Jamaica right now. If a normal child that has no underlying issue, him not suffer from nothing, normal pitney. Any pitney leak or fight or cuss off one teacher in a school, know that they will be defended by the parent or the guardian. But you have some people, you have parents that don't know the child.
They
Because the
don't treat
child
their
is a
children.
is a decent person at home, but then the character outside is unknown to them.
Listen, Damon, if me and you remember how we were as children, we will know when we fit do something.
Yeah.
And because of that, a lot of people fool themselves to say, no, my child will not do this. I lie them, I tell.
True.
It's because they want to put on a face and they don't want to feel embarrassed. I
Embarrassed.
trained my child. I never trained my child. My child has never seen me smoke marijuana, nor his father smoke marijuana.
So yeah, so back to the story. So you got the call to school. Maybe actually cut you, but I had to.
Yeah, man, I got a call from school. I went in, and my son now, him love to wrap people around his finger. So, like I will ask him a question, and then he will evade the question and give you short answers, so it have open and end.
So it's like him I left you to think what you want to think. You can't say me did say
And then
okay.
you can't tell him to lie, Mattel, because he never said that. So I have to back him in a corner. But what I did now, I decided to have a counseling session with all of his friends, because birds of a feather flock
together. True.
There's most something in him and in them that draw them as friends.
And back to the community thing where you talk about. So helping your child alone still, I just one gap here stop. But
Yes.
the mask, I get what you're saying.
Yes. So the first question I asked them, I said to them, why were you born? Them said, I don't know. One of them said to me, I'm a mistake. And I said to them, you know that you were born with purpose? And you know that it was 3 boys and 1 girl. And that one saying, everybody tear up.
Wow. Wow.
And these are 17, 18-year-old that I'm talking to. I said, and I was surprised because I talked to my son, so my son know what I would say to them.
Yeah.
I said to them, anybody have ever said to you that you were born with a purpose, that you are here for a reason? And they said, no. Nobody has ever said that to me. And it goes back again to teaching children about legacy. What is it that you're imparting in them? So when I did that, I said to myself, oh my God. So they're just chicken without head.
Yes.
Running up and down, trying to find their way.
And to get acceptance.
Yeah, and if I'd follow what everybody said, I would say, no, you cannot be talking to them because they're leading you astray and all of that. They themselves need guidance.
True.
And now, if them have a problem, all of them come to me. And I said to them, why don't you talk to your mother? You know what the first thing that they come and say to me?
What?
They don't understand. And then when I talk to my mother, them use it back against me. So I can't have an open conversation with them. Because if I said to mommy such and such and such, and then men are she argue with me.
Yeah, turn big man now, turn big woman now.
Yeah.
And you fling it back at them. Yes. But you know, it's funny you said that. I was listening to a talk show this morning, and a very well-known psychologist said something, and it resonated with me. And it ties in with what you said with the whole purpose thing. Majority of us came into being because when mother miss her period and said to her father, me miss my period. And in some cases, more often than not, the man says, so why you tell me that for?
Yeah.
And then they create this questioning to say, you sure say me? So when the picnic them born in that the settings, they know how. Because I listening to you and I thought you were going to say, ask the kids if anybody ever tell them say them love them. Because they're your kids who never ever heard it from them parents. I mean, I talk about right now, 2020.
That's true.
Never heard I love you.
No, it is true, but you see the thing is, boys, and I can't talk about boys because I have.
You have 3 of them.
Boys, monkey see what monkey do.
Exactly.
They live by example. So
now that's why women still get licked, Caron. Come on.
Listen.
Them see our ear, and that is where, embedded in how we said, this is how big man angle thing, because you know for make no girl this year. So you and your girlfriend have a disagreement, you have to show say you're a man by abusing her.
Look here, statistics have shown that a man that beats his woman, 70% of them grew up seeing their
witnessing
father
the abuse. Maybe not their father, seeing a man.
Seeing a man. You're right. Seeing another man abusing their
mother,
their parents, their mother.
And let me
And
add to it.
culture that-
Let me add to it. My belief now, not statistic, me not see it nowhere. But this is part of the teaching thing, because when me see one man abuse my mother and my mother sit in it and take it, then that is part of what cement the thought in my head. Said this is how I handle it. This is what I'm supposed to do.
Let me give you a perfect example, and this is what we have to be careful. And this is why when we are teaching equality, we have to be careful how we teach it. And I'm not saying, I personally believe that men and women roles are different. It's not that one is better than the other.
You're preaching
It's
to the
just that
choir.
we have, eh?
Me are the choir leader upon that.
Yeah, it's just that it is different. Now, I have a girlfriend that have a son and a daughter, and she teach equality in her house. Anything the girl do, the boy can do. Anything the boy can do, the girl can do, and that's fine. Him and his sister had an altercation, and his sister hit him, and he hit him back. He hit her back.
And then him here said, boy, enough hit girl.
She run go to mommy and said, mommy, such and such hit me. She went to her son. Why did you hit your sister? He said, my sister hit me. Yeah, but you're not supposed to leave, girl. But he said to her, but anything that she can do, I can do, and anything that I can do, she can do.
Double
so
standard.
if she hit me, why shouldn't I hit her back? She was dumbstruck by that.
Yeah. The same teaching.
The same teaching. He used it back, and now you leave the boy confused. You're teaching me to be equal, and then my sister can hit me, and I must not hit her back. Where is the equality in that?
No equality there, sir. No
So
equality.
if we now start teaching them who they are, then we don't have to be wrestling and fighting to say don't hit your sister.
True.
But
True.
that's a whole different
Yes,
argument.
and me can I listen to you, you know, and you remember our initial talk was supposed to be on our boys.
Yeah,
It
I
is,
remember.
it is going to come. But even today, I said no. When I saw the story and I shared the story with the allegation that a constable shot his what them call the term, common law wife, and then only to see JCF coming out refuting that they gave the newspaper such story. No go. So me have one police friend, she said fake news and share the police reports and no. And I saw it go, but I was like, hold on, one more shooting. And yeah, so but that's different. But back to a couple minutes remaining, like what, 6. Our topic. So in your own way, share some coping method, like you think, you know, would help people who have to go through this. And like I said, I know it's different, but most of my listeners is either they're Jamaicans or they live in Jamaica. Or my viewers, I should say.
I think one of the things I said earlier was that I think we should develop a think tank. I think a lot of Jamaicans have ideas. We just need to pull on the ideas, because we're going to have to pull on everybody's ideas to get out of this. But if you notice, one of the cry was, I don't have enough time in the day to do anything that I want to do.
True.
Now you have all the time.
True. I was thinking about that today.
Now you have all the time. So you know what you do with this time? First, get a grip of everything that is happening.
Yes.
Accept that it is happening. And that, yes, the country going to shut down. So start writing the book that you have been putting off. Start doing the recordings that you have decided that you are going to do. Sign up for online courses and learn the subject that you have said to yourself. You know what? I mean, I have the time for this. Start doing that. So try and find out what the gifts and talents that are in your life. Take your hand on it. So those are one of the things I do. Start. All right. So health is one of the New Year's resolution that all of us decided that we are going to be healthy in 2020.
Exercise and da.
Now you can start cooking the healthy meals that you had promised yourself that if I had time, do it.
Yep.
Find time to unwind. But you know, one of the first things I would tell people to do? Unplug. We're hearing too much about COVID-19. And it is causing fear, anxiety, and panic.
True.
this too shall pass.
Yep.
It shall pass. So the first thing I would say to people, take a day or two and just shut down everything in regards to COVID-19. Because too much information, and as I said, a lot of noise is out there and false information and everybody's opinion.
Yeah.
Take the time off. Take a break from watching TV, reading the paper, listening to the news stories, on social media. Just
start ignore some of the forward them. I got one yesterday, and this is a reputable, who was a police in Portland, and you are from Portland yourself, so you know this. And the voice note, people, me are telling you this, the thing serious, and I'm going to paraphrase it. Me not gonna play it because that would be sending. Me just go through Portland. And you have this area where lockdown breastwork and thing and none such lockdown cause and me I say, alright, I spoke with a news personnel and he told me that there are some checkpoints. But me I say, when none such have to do with breastwork. And a breastwork alone you can't go none such through. You get the point of me I make. But this person him basically was using none such as in the middle of, and I'm like, when you send this and everybody sounds so fearful. Something else, I don't know if I saw even this time I have to talk about it. I say not about me, I have to talk about it. This person that sound like she has a British accent. Talking about people are starved and she call food for the poor and tell them that there are people dying, starving to death in Bull Bay, and I'm like, and she want to call Al Jazeera and CNN and the whole works, and I'm like, no, we need to block out some of them people here. So what you're saying is so right. So if you know, so some people always send information. If I even me, but I always send your COVID update. Just when you see them and it look like a number one conversation, nobody listen to them. Delete them same time.
You know, sometimes we respond to your things and sometimes I respond.
Yeah, sometimes all 2 weeks after, you know, yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes I plug out because it can be overwhelming.
Yep.
It can be overwhelming.
A blessing and a curse.
Yeah, man. So you know what I believe the government should do? They should develop an app that give government updates. Only from the government.
That sounds
not
good.
from the media.
GIS can take that over.
Yeah,
They should develop that.
Over. But there's so much noise happening because when you go on social media, you need an app.
And then
just forward
this is something else, and me no know. Me I bash the media, although I'm a part of it. This is something else that is everywhere. I can't understand how people still have conflict with essential and non-essential. And you know me, come pretty to how we go. The only thing me do after that I trust me go learn electrical installation. But me I say, it's simple. Essential mean you have to be present at the job to do the job.
Yeah.
But I was listening to, and like I say, even in Columbus, so I hear it. When it comes down to questions and answer, and I heard Cliff Hughes, me I go quote him because recording them I can prove it. He was saying this evening, part of the problem, because him say Sunday, I heard him say it Monday morning. Not the old lady up North Street is not she alone get a lick. Sunday. It's the entire media fraternity in Jamaica. Because now every single news entity is going to be questioned when them put out something. Can we believe it? Can we trust it? You know.
Yeah.
But he was saying this evening that you find that the talents that are coming now into the business is not really talent anymore. You remember one time I'll do this kind of bashing one way, but to be on radio you'd have to have a certain sound.
Yeah.
And you know your diction and your enunciation. Them so they gone. Like people do what they want to say. So
standard has dropped.
True. In the press conference, and like I said, even in America, when the governor whosoever make mention about essential or whatever, the media personnel themselves having a problem with it. Can you explain who exactly is essential? And I'm like, that is pretty simple. I am essential to them. My work to issue letters to say whatever, because we're in the automotive. So if you're locked on automotive, we do services and whatever. If nobody can get them vehicles, so we not sell no car. But if your brakes gone out on your car or something, it not go fix, then how we go? Or one nurse can reach work, or one doctor, or one police, whatever. So me I say part of the problem and the distraction, and I'm 100% agreement with you. Is with the news, and I hear some people too, even personal journalists, because there are some people who are really like me, like them create this thing and them voice, they make sure make them voice sound like gotta come kind of voice. You know, like some preacher where him do him altar call and him want to say the whole church come forward to seek God. So he put on this.
hell.
Yes. And driving the fear of hell into you. And you're right. We need to just, reset.
But
Me agree with you.
You know what, Damien?
Mm-hmm.
It is so funny. In my business, I run a manufacturing business.
Mm-hmm.
And so the employment pool is, I believe in people gifts and talent.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to have a college education for me to hire you.
Right.
Once you can do the job, and I see that you can do the job, even if you have a high school education or you left high school in 9th grade, I will hire you because I believe in people gifts and talent.
Mm-hmm.
But when the whole thing about COVID-19 came out, and I had to stop because I had to speak to my staff concerning it, none of them was keeping up with it. All the information that was being fed, I was the one that
give it to them. Yeah.
Because they didn't take any interest in it, and they actually did not understand what is essential workers from what is non-essential workers.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to also break it down. And I've learned I work in the private sector and the public sector, and I realize that how information is disseminated in Jamaica, half of Jamaicans do not understand.
That is true.
And because of that, there's a gap where understanding is concerned. And this is one of the reasons why we have to break it down.
True. That is true.
So the media, even though they're asking these things, some people are still not understanding what.
But here's my point, Coron. Here's my point. I think you have some, because you have different media people. You know, in America, you know who is the right wing and left wing and these kind of people.
Yeah.
They intentionally start. And I was listening. I will not call the name of the program, the host, or nothing. But maybe you heard of it. So when this whole thing just got started, and I heard this news personnel ask the Christopher Tufton if they're planning on using hospitals as place to, and what was circulating is that there was a private hospital that is where the government was planning on using. That was after 5 that evening, whichever evening it was. The next day was a demonstration. And I am saying my 2 cents is like a set up the media, set up the people and for go demonstrate. That is how I view it. So media sometimes there are them are some pawn. Them get used by politicians and all of that. Because I say, okay, why would you need to, knowing the stigma, look at it. Taxi man refused to carry nurse because them said them no want to catch the virus.
Can you imagine that?
The not carry that, not thinking that, listen, knowing that them drive so bad, them gonna just go so boom speed out or the next day because at home the nurse them did want to go. And at the same nurse so them refuse to carry them, have to attend to them.
We have politicized
everything
in Jamaica. We don't understand that. Listen, in this time, we are here to serve the people. I don't know when we're going to learn.
Well, I think now is a good time. Because like I say, even with you now, you have to explain to your staff that, listen, this is what essential mean. This is what it mean. I mean, there are certain, and it's all over the world because it's new. Because even here, you have people saying, all right, what am I allowed to do? I see people making fun of the UK Prime Minister because he was saying, yes, you can, it's not really a lockdown. You can go out and exercise 1 exercise per day. Either walk, run, ride a bicycle. So it's like there's this mix. But Andrew only said it last night. So I don't know. Some people don't listen to some people because of them political persuasion. But what he said was, it's almost impossible to lock down the country. And government makes money from commerce. That's what taxes are, whatever. So if him say lockdown, martial order, you can't come out of your house, then that means lockdown. So they're saying, even the governor here in Hawaii is saying, no. If you need to go out for food or whatever, do that. But what they don't want is for you to just go to the park or just sit down on the roadside. I have a friend, every day she posts and things. She say, right now, go through Port Antonio. And she name out places, which I will not, because I don't want to stigmatize nobody. But if you go to them places, the man them about them weed and sit down and chat like nothing, like everything is all right, which back to where we started out. Part of the whole thing is the social distancing. And the thing about this virus, you can't just look at somebody and tell that they have it.
No.
You know, so that is not being maintained. So that is where the problem lies. What may I say? If that message is not going out there and reaching the people, me don't know where else I gonna reach them. That message of saying, keep your distance, stay away from crowded places. You know, even the party, the promoter that got arrested and charged Sunday night. Why would you? And I can understand, like I say, your work, I will not discriminate nobody, but your work, as you explain in certain things, you're in this music business. And you say, okay, all right, them locked down my club, so me I gotta have one pool party,
No.
have bar running, have patrons.
This is the reason why I said to you, yes, the government need to do an app. And if JIS want to do it, the government need to do an app because of so much opinion and noise that is out there. And people believe that, all right, this person said, we not have to take it so serious. Another person said we have to take it so serious. The media is overreacting. We need to just control the information that is out there so people will understand and know. Because I doubt if you ask the average Jamaican, and I'm not discriminating now, what is happening in Italy? They don't know.
Yeah, they don't know. That is true.
Then I realize that New York now is the epicenter of the virus. Every day I have to sit down with my son them and make certain so them go through it. How much are we going to do that?
True. But you see, I'm not saying no to your suggestion, because I think it's a good idea. Because that what would happen is those of us who want the correct news would know where to go. But I was talking to, and this is the first I'm ever going to mention this. I was talking to my son's mother a couple months ago, and I always use this phrase. I think it's from Twins of Twins. Idiot parents create idiot pitney. The school, not the school, the teachers them suggest, I don't know if it was my son's mother or whatever, to create a WhatsApp group so they can, this is long before, which more I ask about the homeschooling thing, but well, a little bit. But long before this was maybe September, October, whatever. And I was talking and asking her, or maybe before, I don't remember, but my son is in that cohort now, it's supposed to be doing PEP, which is postponed. And she said, the group is created to share ideas and inputs to help. And you know what in the group? People business, the parents them a chat.
Yeah.
And when them send out stuff, some people say, me nah, like, I don't know if you heard this voice note, but one teacher sent it to me, I played it last week. This man complaining that, listen, him not have internet and him put on him thing for chat to him people, him a foreign. And right now the teacher send too much work on game. Him need for hustle. And when you're sending all of them work here, me can't get me call them because it have lock up your phone. So now you tell me. So even with me, I go send them to you if me still have them. Me say the man a course good course, and then one woman now say yes. Me know this man attack say the teacher must in no man or yard. And that's the argument going on. How you have a teacher who say, okay, I am going to send out information to the parents, use up for them credit card, government not give them the credit. Or if they don't have the internet or whatever, send it to you. And you are going to complain, say, you put on your service to talk to your people, them are foreign. Or if you get your taxi work. And then hear the stupidity now, Caron. The same man complaining and say, why, nobody not even there on road for carry. So which passenger am I complain about? But what that says to me, this is somebody who intellectually is challenged.
Yeah.
So no care how much information you send out to him, he's going to see it in the same light. That it a crowd up him phone and it a black up him phone.
That is true. That's this, you see, if you notice, I've been doing some videos about boys.
Yes.
My target audience is actually not the boys, it's the parents.
Parents, yep.
I think that if we start teaching the parents, we will have a better result.
Yeah.
Where growing the children are concerned. So you're right. You have a lot of parents who say, listen, me not have time for this. Like my girl did a skit, and we make joke of it, where she to come out and the baby asked her, Mommy, teacher send home homework. So when I said you got school for, why would she send you homework when I send you at school? But nobody not there have to do no homework for you. At school
work if you do.
When me appear the teacher for, when I appear the teacher for, we made a skit out of it. But it is true.
I don't know if you saw my post. It came to me because me love Facebook, you know. Me just share me for share and who want see it and who don't want to see it. But it came to me that right now there are some frustrated parents and they're actually beating their kids, abusing their kids because what? Them not have the knowledge to help them with the work.
Yeah.
So they must say, oh, you finna know this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they don't know.
They themselves don't know it. And I think what triggered that, I was listening to a talk show yesterday, and the person played a voice note, and the person had this British accent, and she was complaining. She's like, more school open because I don't know what's a mixed fraction. Or an improper fraction, mixed number, something. She's like, no, me stress out. And guess what happened now? She feel bad because she did portray herself to her kids that I am mommy and mommy knows everything. So no, she's like, no, me are dead. Me need help.
Google, I'm a friend.
There you go. No, me play all interested. Remember, this is before I got married though. One of my ex, we did a talk and something, and she said something about some man she used. I'm just gonna boom and Google it. Me never forgot. I sat come me did that work the evening. I'm just gonna boom and Google it, and I said, oh, so are you experiencing that? Blah blah blah. And she's like, oh, you know. And of course, I came off of this bright, intelligent, you know. I'm like, yeah, they can Google.
Google, I'm a friend.
Yep. And YouTube.
Yeah, man.
Me get cussing for YouTube even in my talk my family business, my cause everything. And here it start. I remember, I think it was 2013 or 2014. Came up to visit, and I got hooked on Prison Break. I don't know if you're into series or whatever, but Prison Break, and it was on Netflix. So one night now, me decide say, yo, me not left on the TV and thing when me say everybody started doing that. Oh, so me lock off the Wii, cause of the Wii they would have accessed it. And the morning me get up and decides, alright, me go finish up Prison Break and me soon go back to Jamaica. The Wii would not come on. All me see one red light. So me I said to myself, backside now, me have to go buy back the people in Wii. And me did it. And one mind say, YouTube it. And as me YouTube it, the first video came up. It just need resets. All you need to do is unplug it from the source, blah, 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 wait a couple things, plugging it back. More so if you had a storm. And guess what? It did storm the night before. So the night when we unplug it, or turn it off rather, it did storm. So me I say, right, that's what any little thing. All the other day me want to change bulb in my under Odyssey license plate, the bulb over there. So I'm like, I'm not even gonna go out there and try to find no tool to figure out nothing. YouTube. How do you change license plate on Odyssey? Right, that's I'm watching video. I'm gonna go out there with my knowledge, knows exactly what to do. But yeah, me get laugh off her because of that.
We have our smartphones.
Mm-hmm.
Our smartphone can help us.
Yes.
Our children ask us questions. Just put in Google. Just do YouTube.
And if you want to maintain your pride, say, hold on, give me a minute, I'll get back to you. Just like when on the phone.
Just don't talk to you. If you don't want them to see
you know what's about here, you're in whatever. Give them a little thing, man, and
yeah. But let me tell you, training needed for parents.
I think let's go to that couple last minutes. I don't think they did this right because parents weren't ready for the closure of school.
No, they weren't.
Talk to me, how you coping?
Me?
Apart from Google, as you alluded to.
No, let me tell you what I do. I plan my day.
Mm-hmm.
I make certain that I have breakfast with the boys, and that's another thing because if you don't cook as the mother, then eat your outside man.
True.
So, and a 3-boy may have.
You prepare, and they're growing boys, teenagers.
Them big, them eat outside lot.
Yeah.
So I make certain I have breakfast with them. So we have a family breakfast, and I sit down and I say, okay, let's plan the day for you. So I said, David, this is the baby. I said, what is it that you have from school? And you're going to do it, and you're going to spend a certain amount of hours on this. Jonathan is doing his SBA. Cyrano is a budding entrepreneur. And another one that's staying with me doing his SBA. So we planned the day for the most part. And I said to them, the government has made resources available for you to access the courses.
Yes.
So I'm certain that they access. All you need to do is monitor them. My one, they're bigger, so I can just monitor them. So
Right.
that's how I'm coping with it. And so I just monitor the day and I plan it. If you don't plan it, it's going to be chaotic.
Yes.
Because everybody is all over the place and they're going to call it left, right, and center. So any question they have to ask me around breakfast table. Let's deal with it as a family. So that I say, okay, mommy, I don't understand this. All right, I'll let me and you work on this.
Yes, like a family, but that's all like one boss. We say, all right, we have a morning meeting. This is our goals. This is what we're objective.
You have to run the house like a boss.
Yeah, me I say, you say family, like me I say, no, more like the business. The boss lady talk and say, all right, here what happened. These are our objectives for the day. These are the things we need to, yeah. Anybody have any problem? You don't clear on that? You need clarification? Yeah, I like it. Yeah. But with the food, as I say, if you don't prepare them eat. One of my friend, she asked the other day how to deal with this food thing. And me just come, can me just crazy, me think like that. Me say, listen, here we do. Get some monopoly money, cause a younger kid she have, and give them allotment for the day or the week or whatever. And make them come buy from you. So when the money done, until you give out another disbursement, or people that on food stamp and she's like, me like the idea, and some other people are commenting and say, this is a bit, because guess what? Maybe me want the whole of my stock one time. Just like with the prodigal son, if you say, give me everything I may forget. Make me blow it if I want. So you can't come back. So guess what? If you want to do it for the week, I used to get money for the week for lunch money. So maybe that's where it come from. So if I want to spend me never go school Friday, so it's 4 days. So if I want to spend all 4 days, them day one, me just know say, yo, me now none I get Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I'm like, that could work. Have your thing and say, okay, you're going to buy snack from me or food. Because I believe you should do the breakfast and a good lunch. Because I think that is the next thing where some parents don't get. They must stress out themselves. I don't think, fast food should be making out any money from anybody. Sorry to all the owners.
You have money for that fast food.
But you have people... You still have people in the pre-COVID mindset to say, let's just go through the drive-thru. And it's handy. It's just like here, especially those of you in the corporate area, where me not about country, although you still have people who have flocked the places.
It's 5 minutes away from me.
There you go. So me I said the amount of lessons can learn. So for one, if you're going to fast food, me have one ex that left me because of that. I go over yard and my Bridget come with me, and we did there until she wait till the shop lock. And then she said she want burger. And I'm like, your friend they here, my friend they here. So that's how much? 3, 4? When we could have go down at the shop down the side of the scheme and buy half a way, we go buy 1 meal for a Burger King. Could have fooled with belly 2, 3 times. And she's like, but it's not you spending. I said, but that is still selfish. We could have did cook on the 4 hour we eat. Like, so me I said, no, with the COVID thing, when you go spend your money at these places where you're actually shorting yourself, that is how I look at it. Cook.
No, because listen, your income has slashed. And you say you need to save.
Exactly.
And the easiest way to save, I cook.
And then let me give another method. So since everybody there home, this is why me used to say me can't cook, because me normally feel for cook when me know I'm hungry, which not really the two of them not work together. If I fry me name off all of the fried dumpling or breadfruit before it done because me did hungry. That's another thing, parents. Plan, just like again, business. Say I want a restaurant here run, or you run one hospital or one restaurant, hotel. So you plan the meal, and if you want to be nice, you can treat them and say, okay, what do you want, and do the jerk chicken for that one there. But you know that one they want. Plan it out. Prepare the meals before them hungry.
Yeah.
Don't wait until them hungry, then you go say, okay, when me I go cook now. Plan it out.
No,
so
if you do not plan the day, you have chaos at home.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So me know like it really sound like me and my boss. But
no, but this is what happened.
I'm the only female in the house, so when you have 5 hungry men, I feel. Yeah. You have to find a way to make certain sort of food stretch.
Yeah.
I have to plan it out. So you have to plan the day, and I have to plan the day because remember now, they had a level of structure when they were going to school. They wake up in the morning, they get ready, and they go to a place of learning. If you don't put in structure at home, they just slack off.
True. So true. But
They have to keep
back to
their
what I said
familiar.
earlier. I thought they could have do this different. Like even some material, even this simple thing what we are talking about, this still structure thing. Get your child's timetable and say, all right, depending on the age group. Well, okay, we're gonna work on maths for 45 minutes, just like what I'm used to. After that thing, you get a little breaks if you want to play a game or whatever. And then the same, because I see parents now complaining that they can't get to work because they're supposed to be working from home. Because every
Yeah.
minute, this I want to call me, that they want to call it, back to what you said. Them not putting the structure in place for said thing. So me thinks the Ministry of Education drop the ball on that because they should have thought about this. Give the parents some resource. If it's even just some link to whatever, and it would run different. But I think, I don't know, I hope we're not around for the next 100 years when it happened, but I hope we learn from this.
They could have online classes where the teacher call in and have classes.
Are they doing that? And they said that it's like a 98% attendance per day.
We're doing it.
Arden.
Listen, my son got Arden. Which part of Arden are doing it?
This is what I heard on radio and nationwide. The assistant, the assistant,
Let me need to go back to the email and see if they send me one.
the assistant.
Don't quote me on it. Maybe I missed it.
Well, let me ask you this. Maybe you know, cause maybe I may get it wrong. Which school Miss Malloy is the principal for? It's not Arden. It's a female school.
I don't know.
You don't know the name Malloy from Portland?
No man, I know the name. Like.
Yeah, man. She's a principal at one of those reputable school. I think it's a all female.
Oh.
But it's that school. It's not Arden. Let me take that back. And but they're saying they have this thing Google Class, which is a free app.
They have Google Class. I know about Google
So the
Class.
teachers can log in on that, and then the students and yeah. So there are things out there. But so this is what I say. When we think them they should do is them know that schools would be closed. Set up a task force and say, oh, what is the best way? Because back to the bull beer, which I have to make mention of. And I say this with my little bud brains. I think it's the first I've heard are able to know about when them issue state of whatever. State of disaster. I can't recall if one was issued in Gilbert.
I don't remember. Wait, maybe too young for that one.
There we go. So me I say, what them should I do is once them decide say okay, them sit down and them a plan out. We're going to quarantine Bull Bay. Decree a state of disaster. Plan out what is the essential, what we need to have in there. Me say it and my ears to them there. They must have one mobile ambulance, clinic, whatever. Anything can happen. And also, if it's even the same Nutribon and Bulla, go in there with it. Make the people them say they don't want it.
Yeah.
That should have happened. But what the minister said was, they did bring food, but it was like 100 because they were focusing on the indigent, locked in and whatever. And I'm like, no, them jack the ball. Me, if me didn't just have the ear of the minister, me that say, listen, once you go say lock it down, disaster, moving food, moving all bedding if you have them, some mattress and some blanket and all of them something.
I don't think we have the full experience to handle it. I think the government is trying its best.
That's why I say I hope we're learning.
This is one of the things that we're going to have to learn on the job. So every time a ball drop,
we learn how we can make it not happen again. Because there are going to be other areas. Right now, current peace is quarantined to state of disaster down there. There are going to be there is one right now currently in Portland. So there are going to be other places. Yeah, me tell us, no man, a good something. It's not lockdown, but yes, the breastwork area. I heard that there's a post at Farmer Bar, soldiers and stuff. One at Wayne Road and one like you're going around for gun and such way. But yeah, them have it's quarantine. It's quarantine for real.
Okay.
I got that from good source.
Okay. Yeah. Well, the thing about it, as I said, this is one of the reasons why I was imploring Jamaicans because the government is trying, and we still say the government is trying.
Yeah.
If we say the government not trying, I lie with it.
True.
So we still say the government is trying, but we still say them need help. And so anywhere we can help them, let's help them.
True.
Instead of use it as a political ploy.
True.
Because people are suffer.
The other day this came to me and I tweeted because I'm sorry, but there was a politician of age that said the articulate minority. We have the smartphone and we link up with some stuff and we don't know the power that we have. So I tweeted to NWC, and this was, I think, the very first day, March 10, when the first case. And I said, okay, it's real now. And I tweeted at NWC and I say, they should not be disconnecting. No. So temporary cease disconnection. And they retweeted it. And then somebody say, well, they commented and say, the fact that they retweeted, this says something. And then it was, I think, Sunday. I saw it. So them never run with it right away and then, but I saw it now where NWC is saying, although they're encouraging you to pay your bill on time, they won't be disconnecting anything. And I'm like, more people need to do that because Twitter, everybody sees Twitter. So you want to say something to Minister of Health, you want to say something to Minister of Education, tweet the minister. So him can't say him never see it. Because I said this and I always use analogy. It's like the game draft or chess. When you're on the onlooker, looking over the board, you're seeing all the moves, you know. But when you sit down for challenge somebody, your vision, your line of sight narrow down to just you.
Yeah.
And a lot of times people complain, as you just said a while ago, that is what I want to build on, is that, yeah, we have the minister and yes, we have technocrats. And part of it me kind of sad for because me feel so some of the people might get some pay not supposed to get paid. You remember the case with the bridge up at St. Thomas? When them go there and the old man go and tell PJ, say, yo, that now go work. And them rush him wicked and what happened? Not even a week with the bridge rusher, don't.
Yeah, man.
Because all people know things. Them know what it go on. You see the place up at St. Mary with the road, I know they can't fix it. I don't remember when last I got this up. Because the people in the area tell them, said that the piece of land there. Are we all African ancestor land? No, if you do not tweet. And not care much patch them, patch it drop out back. You know the road I'm talking about?
I think we know.
We got Islington, I think, somewhere around there, so.
Yeah.
So when all people tell you something, believe it.
If you don't go for something, go so. Near
So my thing is, maybe the technocrats can't come up with all the answers. And even with your ideas, instead of just...
why the think tank will work.
There you go. And as me say, tweet them, make them choose when I use it.
Actually, Mega see if me can call JBDC tomorrow. And because I know the head of JBDC, I know her not very close, but more. So I'm gonna call her, I'm gonna talk to her because that's the mandate of JBDC. So I'm going to speak to her and see if I can build on that. If not, then I will follow your advice and tweet them.
Yes, man. No, trust me. Don't ramp it. Even since evening, I was listening to the presentation by the finance minister, and I heard when he mentioned say $9,000 fortnightly, a total up to 50-something thousand between March. So once you can prove that you were hired before and got laid off March 10th, which was the first case, up to June 10th. And I was so excited. I'm like, no, hold on. My little Jamaica appear unemployment. You know how far this I go. And I was very excited about it. And I tweeted it to Dr. Nigel Clark. And trust me, right now, and check out me, the amount of people retweet it and like it. And me don't know them people here. So there's power in Twitter. Trust me. There is power.
I've never really been a Twitter person.
No, man, me tell you, the amount of work where you do on Facebook, it's more effective. And here what happened? The noise, you still have noise on Twitter. But it kind of, to me, it kind of scaled down. So, and first me ever talk about this. So the young people I'm gonna really care about nothing, that's Instagram for them. So that is for the party people. So if you're having a party, having an event, and you're dealing with young people, like teenager, early 20s, maybe a little early, late, between all of the 20s, and Instagram. If you think not upon Instagram, you're not saying nothing. Okay. Facebook has gone to them is for the older folks like us. But when it comes on to business and being serious, Twitter, man. Twitter. Tweet them. Right now, if you want Donald Trump see something, just tweet it to him. And if him not see it, somebody in a him, whatever. So even the other day, because you heard the thing now, I never got to talk about it publicly, but me screenshot them so I have proof. After NWC retweeted it and the person comment and say, well, the fact that them retweet it, because they like the tweet and, then go back and take it off. So them drop it Sunday and me drop me screenshot pan them and say, thanks for taking my advice. And then them like it. So as me say, it has power. You want to end up, and the reason why I'm telling you this, because I listen to talk show every single day.
Okay.
When you have one road, one light, out for all long and all of these things, gone are the days when you call in. You have companies, and JPS is one of them, that actually employ social media managers.
I know that.
Good. So we have one lighting, reach them there, so or tweet to them. Trust me. They respond faster to it. And I'm going to use another example, which is, this is very, very personal. So 2014, I was in an accident in the Junction area going to Kingston. And the insurance was giving me one run around. I wasn't at fault. You know, how me get settlement? This was 20. No, me never did tweet them this time. I something else me use, which is still any social media powerful, you know. But listen to this. So I was just scrolling Facebook and I saw advertisement for the company. Some say, hold on, 2014, 2015, 2016. This is now 2017. 3 years and me can't get my money. I me never rang. And I sent a message in their inbox. And I said, you know, I was just scrolling my Facebook and I saw your ad. It looked nice and everything. But guess what? I was in an accident and I give them the date and everything, the claim number and everything. I said, right now, a blast. Me did a plan for blasting up on Facebook. But one mind to reach out. That was in the evening. The next morning, I wake up and see response from the insurance company in my inbox. Can you give us a number that we can call you? Long and short of the story. Me get me check.
Can you imagine that?
I got my check and I'm still in another situation with them. Well, I'm not same accident thing. And my insurance company give me the run around. And the other day I say, no, I'm sick and tired. And I send it out to them, same procedure. Yeah, to be the same company. And them say, the last thing I get from them, we have escalated your claim to the payment, whatever department. So I just give them a little bit more time. So it work. Social media work. Because the last thing them want, and this is what I say, when you tag them in it or tweet it out to them, it's not them alone see it. And everybody want that same face kind of thing. So yeah. Come on. Go up to
But you know what, Damien, I've refrained from speaking in public for many years now. I never
that.
really liked it.
I noticed that. But there's a thing, there's a calling on your life. And where you do me see it, and other people are see it too. You have some of us where we can't remain quiet. We can't keep it to ourselves. There's a fire in you. I know me feel like me are touching and me whatever. I mean, I want to start getting tongues and all of that. But yes, what you have in you can't keep it to yourself. This is why you went to the school and spoke with the kids. And you see the outcome out of that? So right, there's a tree. I'm going to save 3 gunmen, you know. Or potential gunmen, you know.
Listen.
So,
Amen.
do what you have to do. I didn't hear you. You said something like that?
No, man. I'm telling you. You're right. Because for years, I've stayed away from media. Every time I got thrust in the media, it wasn't because of my doing or something that I wanted to do. But I ended up in there. But this time is deliberate. I have to speak. There's so much things and so much problem that we need to silence all the noise, and because we're in problem.
True. And sorry if you go down that road here, but me sent it out the other day. When I see the governor of Ohio have to put out and say non-essential abortions must put on hold, and I'm like, yes, God, talk. I'm like, what? Because these are some of the stuff them when we have issues with, you know, when people trying to normalize some things, and you know, somebody have to talk. We can't make the noise maker them.
This is the reason why I said to you, if God didn't send this, God allowed
it. Yep.
Because the rewriting of what we consider right and wrong is being put on hold.
Yeah. Yep.
Every day we get up and we're saying we need to fix nature. We need to fix nature. We need to fix nature. But when it comes to human life, we say that nature is wrong.
Yes. So true.
Yeah. We say nature is wrong. So now when nature is silencing all of us and nature is resetting itself, tell me how nature wrong? No.
Yeah, go against that. You know, right, me no know. You know, me can't talk to you because we are friends long time over and over. But me I say, you know, this is so funny because I see even people who, I see even on their posts bash this God thing and the church thing, and then now me see them with them hypocrite self. I say, where's the church? And I'm like, shut up. You not believe in a church, you not believe in a God, you not believe in a Jesus, whatever. But now you're calling on hypocrites.
No, but you know, understand, they're calling on God, but yet they have taken God out of everything.
Exactly.
You have right your life. You have right what is right and what is wrong. You have written how it is supposed to be. You have lived your life how you think it's supposed to be, and disregarded the laws of God and the laws of nature, and decided that this is how I'm going to live my life. And then when nature rises up, then you're saying, where is God?
Yes. I just always find it very hypocritical.
It is
Very
hypocritical.
hypocritical.
How are you going to call on a God when you have not even listened to him? Him said disobedience, you're going dead.
Yeah. The wages of sin is death.
The wages of sin is death. And if you continue in the wages of sin, and if you continue down the road of sin, it is death. This is the reason why the debate shouldn't be God send it or God don't send it. The fact that it is on earth, God allowed it.
Yep. And we need for it, we just feel. See, I just tell you a while ago, me I thought just now, a Kevin Clark just retweeted my unemployment, something. So people seeing it. People seeing that me, one little nobody, when nobody don't know, make one tweet and yeah. But even, sorry because a serious thing I thought, but even the other day, you remember when we take over Rihanna?
Rihanna?
Yeah, man, you never, oh no, you know, the Twitter as they say. But there was this big craze where everybody did a post, Rihanna is Jamaican because something. You didn't get, we never. It was, I think about November, somewhere there. But it's just this dude was at work bored and just say, Rihanna is Jamaican because, and me no remember when did use. And then everybody, I think even Faye Ellington, if me not mistaken, jump in it. Rihanna is Jamaican, and them just come up with something because and say it, and that was hashtag that did a run. The term they use on Twitter, it was trending for a good little bit. Even Diane herself end up I think interviewed the guy that started it. You remember serve me well. He must say I'm just that work on board and just say no, let me just do this. And then everybody, oh, Rihanna is Jamaican because yeah, so yeah man. It has power. What you want to leave with us finally, Mrs. Caron Fisher Masado?
All right, so what I want to leave with us is that take a time and reset. Just as how the earth is resetting itself, we need to reset. We need to think about what is it that we actually want, not what the world has painted for us, but what it is that is the burning desire that is inside of us. That thing that we are silent to go to work, to think about 9 to 5, to sit down in a job and start. Just take a deep breath and start searching, seeking for your passion, your desire, the things that you have said to yourself. I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to visit my mother. I don't have time to call this person. I don't have time to pamper myself. I don't have time to just sit down and listen to some music. Take this time. And then after you take this time, start thinking, how can I use this situation? Because I personally believe that once you have a problem, there's a solution right
Exactly.
there. All you need to do is seek. And start thinking, what can I do? Because I believe that in the greatest ideas come out of the greatest trials. And so I really want to start a think tank, because I think all of us have a part to play. And if we put our heads together, we can help our economy stay stable until this pass over.
I like it.
So my thing, as I said, leave to you, take a break, breathe, step back and breathe. Start doing all the things then that you have decided you never had time for, and then let's start thinking of how to move forward. This too shall pass.
Yep. And that is the main thing I want out of this, because like I said, today it became real, because you know it kind of distant. You know, like I like the New Year's, you know, say over this I go see it first before we. That was the experience. But until I did midnight in a Jamaica, you know, business with England say or whatever. I'm not 2020 yet, till when your clock strike 12, So today my struck 12. you know, when I see people leaving work and, you know, especially that last person, because it was the only person I really talked to at the department, waving bye to me. And I said, where you going? And she said, I don't have a job. And I'm like, maybe this is a time for, and I was listening to a talk show the other day, and they were encouraging even managers or whatever. Like, maybe you need to sit down and look back over your resume. Because maybe it need editing.
Go write the book that's inside of you. That you have been putting off for so long.
Yeah.
Go write the book.
Yeah, take some time to do something where, you know, it can be benefit. Even real thing now. The psychologist was saying today, you have some catch crop. We can come in our 30 days or whatever. You have space around the back of your yard. Plant some of them. Plant some of them.
Backyard farming. And you know, you have a lot of people that like farming, they just never had the time.
True. And it's spring now, so especially in America, you know, can go start, you know, till up the soil. And because I can boast. My wife, she have her garden. This is one of the things where, like, more than anything else, I always remember about her. When she show me her garden, because she like show me her garden, and me eat like callaloo from our garden in America, you know.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. I'm
I'm
gonna send you some pictures. But every summer we do a thing. Last year we had pumpkin. I do run over people in yard, but some people from Laos live over there, so them actually eat it raw. So them like, can we get some here and then just tear off the stalk? But yeah, everything plant like in the garden. Like right now, I can go outside and pick my own scallion. And yeah, man, trust me.
I don't love to go outside your plant, but I don't have no green thumb. I don't know nothing about farming. I have to go learn everything.
Yeah, but learn.
Yeah, I have the time now to go and learn.
Yep, Caron.
Yes.
As me say, anybody come on the show one time, I have to come back, you know. So we're touching base, and I enjoy sharing your thoughts because I realize that we're part of cross-band some old or something. Like me feel, and it's encouraging. As you say, you can't make the nice out there. The amount of distraction where they're out there. It's encouraging to see somebody else say something where me say, yo, me believe in this, and me can share it.
Yes.
I like that. So keep on doing what you're doing, and like me say, look out for our invitation very, very, very shortly. All right.
All right.
Good night.
Thanks for having me. It was
Thanks.
a pleasure.
Thanks.
I enjoyed talking to you.
All right then. Bye.
All right. Nice.
Cool. All right. So that's my little chat with my friend, and yeah, I kind of feel this. So although she was my senior in high school, but I know her from high school, so it feels nice to be having this kind of interaction, you know, talking about things that really matter. And me I go say it, me notice my viewership not so up there tonight because we are dealing with some serious something. You know, maybe if me that talk about who I get bun and, you know, the husband them a quarantine so them can't go look for them matey, maybe the program would have shut down with that. But guess what? Just like I said to Caron, I don't take this responsibility lightly. There's a reason why I was called and chosen from 2006 to have lifestyle. And there are going to be times when me not talk about the normal things. You know, me have to talk about things that is happening. Which if you notice, which was intentional, I will give information on this whole thing. But when you notice, me not bring out showing a body where I dead from it and them can't breathe and all of these things. I just get a message a while ago from England. Somebody just, it's a family member though, just got tested positive for COVID. And them send her home. So we go and go self-quarantine. Because there's something else that people don't get. There is no medication that you can get for it. Yet. There is no vaccine for it yet. Right now, and I think I mentioned it on Facebook the other day, and I say, I think this is the first sickness that not only in Jamaica, but even here in America, people have been told, don't go to doctor, don't show up at the hospital. All of the others say, yes, if you feel or whatever, go. No. Even my coughing thing, which it seems like, oh my goodness, I forgot big up Nadine. No, Nadine give me some red. How much time when you hear me cough since me attack a while ago? Big up Nadine and also Shelly. Me not left out Shelly because Shelly said me use them here and it will suppress the cough. So I'm doing both with Nadine's remedy and thing. And look like me get rid of. So my wife called today to make an appointment. And them say one of them nurse whatever will call me, video call me. 6 o'clock, 7:30 something in the morning. They don't want nobody coming to them place. So they're advising you not to show up at the hospital. Don't go on urgent care, no nothing. I heard this, don't quote me. But I heard this that there are private doctors who are closing their practices in Jamaica. The person that calling today on the radio was saying, is it that they're closing so they can be a part of the government fight against it, or is out of fear or what? You know, it's a serious thing. It's a serious thing. So they're sending you home because you just have to ride it out. There's nothing you can do. Them can't do no. In fact, a video that I watched, this man was saying, FEMA advice, don't make them put you up on the ventilator, nothing. Because he was sharing and say, whenever he lays down, him feel better. But it's like a trick to the system. And even with the ventilator, when it breathes for you, that is what the sickness want. Because right, that's why it is paralyzing your lungs. Your lungs now do not work. However, him say the feeling of it is like him lungs crush up or broke up like glass. You know, when you smash glass and I broke up. Before coming on, I was looking at something and I said, I'm going to share whatever about it. And I see how your lung breathe during when you have COVID. And trust me, the sound, it's just odd it was there. And it sounds awful. But the point I'm trying to make is they can't really do nothing for you. This is why the older people, they're trying to protect them, because if you have diabetes and all of them other something, their ailments, well, not ailments, but chronic illnesses, you are more susceptible to it. You know what I say? Because the immune system is not working for itself. So, person who's on insulin and all of these things. So, just be safe. You know, I called my auntie the other day, who is the primary caregiver for my grandmother, who is 90-something. And I said, auntie, if they want Bex, I mean, nobody can look for mama. And she said, trust me, thanks for the reminder. But my daughter called me and tell me the same thing the other day. Said, no. And even she make sure so she know wear her road clothes going at the house and all of this. Now, man, if you want your loved one, them, you have to think. So if you're not thinking about yourself, thinking about your loved ones. Prince had said earlier, people are ignorant. You break down knowledge and they think you are taking them for a fool, and you're just flexing your brain and education on them. That is true. Me get cussed out a lot for that. People say I'm going to let me know more than people. I'm going to let me too educated. And because I have this studious look, especially when I shave and all of that, and the glasses, me think fool people. You have people who think I'm a university graduate. No, I'm not. Like you hear me say earlier in the show, if you were here. The furthest me go art trust, and me go to electrical installation after high school. But again, Caron say it. You can YouTube, you can Google. Right now, if you want to learn long division, which since I come a foreign, learn to do that. Because you're next thing now about the Jamaica system. The Jamaica system never make it easy for you to learn. You know, you're going to a class at grade 1 and your teacher tell us maths hard. Right? That's why you're lagging your head, you know. Maths hard. So what do you think I got happen? You're going to have this blockage. Maths hard. Chemistry hard. Bio hard. No, not hard. It's why you apply yourself on the method. You know, the methodology. I have a big thing to do with it. But that is that. RJ, me know I am faithful, you know. Me not have to guess and ask if you're here and if you're watching. I know that you are. I know Ingrid logged on Facebook earlier. So, I hope this program, you know, did something for somebody, if it's even one. And I did my part. So, if you get laid off, I don't want nobody to think so you need to do that thing that you just done with it all, because life goes on. Life goes on. I played the Shirley Caesar Sunday. He'll do it again for me. Just take a look where you are now, where you have been. I'm not talking about me play it. So I'm going to play Ride Out Your Storm and then play the Shirley Caesar, and then that is going to be it for tonight. I mean, I say I'm not coming for read on the WhatsApp line. Alright, so until tomorrow evening, guys, 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 Central. If I can't be good, please be careful. Ride it out, alright? Self-quarantine if needed. Isolation if needed.
I've been through the storm. It seems like forever. Can I have a witness? A lot of confusion. I've been so long. My ship has lost anchor.
Take your time.
And the storms got me drifting. almost over. Hey, and I can ride out my storm. You can ride out your storm. Ride out your storm. Because God is there with you. Oh, Lord, you may not feel it. You're not alone. You're hurting now. But your morning is coming. Morning is coming. Hold on to Jesus. Oh yes, and ride out your storm. Just remember the promise that I'll never leave you. Though the waters are raging, they can do you no harm. Don't give up the battle, for your answer is coming. For your night is almost over, and you can ride out your storm. Ride out your storm. Ride out your storm. God is there with you. God is there. You may not feel, but you're not alone. You're hurting now. But your morning is coming. Oh, thank you, Jesus. You can hold on to Jesus. Oh, yeah, and ride out your storm.
Encouragement for those of you, either you're diagnosed with the virus, know somebody who is, or maybe you're just in quarantine right now.
Let me know about storm, but I had some rough times. I've been through some tough times, when all I had to do was get on my knees and call upon the name of Jesus. I remember when my sister died, leaving 6 kids for me to take care of. And I said, Lord, how can I ride on my storm? But Jesus never failed. He was there in the midst of my storm. And he can do the same for you. Ride out your storm. Ride out your storm. God is there with you. God is there. Oh, you may not feel, but you're not alone. You're hurting now. But your morning is coming. Oh, thank you, Jesus. You can hold on to Jesus. Oh, yes. Hold on to Jesus. Oh, yes. You can hold on to Jesus. Oh, yes. And ride out your storm.
Nobody knows when this storm is gonna be over.
You may feel down and feel like God has somehow forgotten that you are faced
Reverend Shirley Caesar.
circumstances that you can't get through. Right now it seems that there's no way out.
You're going under. You know how much years ago this song, right?
Time and time again, he'll take care of you.
That's my reassurance.
He'll do it again.
God will do it again.
DP, one more time, please.
Play it again for RJ.
You may feel down and feel like God has somehow forgotten that you are faced with circumstances that you can't get through. Right now it seems that there's no way out and you're going under. God's proven time and time again, He'll take care of you. He'll do it again. Do it again. He'll do it again. Just take a look at where you are now and where you've been. Has He always come through for you? He's the same now as then. God has not changed. You may not know how, you may not know when, but He'll do it again. God knows the things that you're going through and how you are hurting. He understands just how your heart has been broken into. He's a God of the sun, the stars, the sea.
He is your Father.
He'll calm the storm, He'll find your way, and He'll fix it for you. He'll do it again. He'll do it again. Yes, He will. Just take a look at where you are now and where you've been. Has He always come through for you? He's the same now as then. God has not changed. You may not know how, you may not know when, but He'll do it again. He's still God. He will not fail you. He's still God. He's still God. He has not changed. I know He's still God, and He's fighting for you. Just like Daniel, just like Moses, just like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. He'll do it again. Yes, He will. He'll do it again. Just take a look at where you're now and where you've been. Has He always come through for you? He's the same now as then. You may not know how, you may not know when, but He'll do it again. I know that He will. I tried it for myself. You don't have to know how, friend. You don't have to know when. You don't have to know how God's gonna solve it.
You may not know how, you may not. And I need to change that one there, because I don't know why that just cut off like that. But anyway, I need to get that out of my playlist. Which one was it? This one. I'm going to delete it for now. Come out of my playlist. Guys, let me say thank you very much for joining me this evening. Thanks again to my people. I'm going to give them a recommendation. But then, I don't want to get locked out. So thanks to my wife, she actually prepared the stuff them for me drink. And I think the coughing thing wasn't that bad tonight. So yeah, thanks to the people and big up on yourself. Guys, until tomorrow evening, if it's the will of the Father, I'll be here to do it again. All over again. And for sure you're far, I don't know if Caron is still watching, but she did make it possible for me to get this clip some years ago. So guys, sooner tomorrow. Can't be good, please be careful.
Even if I could, me never bother from. And you can put it blunt, you got the good.
watching Lifestyle with Damian Phillips. Keep it locked.